All right, guys, what's good? I'm here with my boy Austin,
What's up?
and we're here doing a post analysis. We're just leaving Buffalo Wild Wings, and just want to talk to you a little bit about the fight. Now, the fight card was good.
Fight Club was awesome.
Had a couple great fights. I liked Alex Garcia's knockout over Mike Pyle. You know, I like the submission. Brandon Thatch fought a new guy. I forget his name offhand. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with. We need to keep an eye out on him. Main card, that first fight, Louis Smoka, man, dude has some heart. He was getting his ass kicked by Ray Borg, and Ray Borg just, didn't let up. He held in there. Dillashaw, that fight was great. I thought that Lineker kind of got him a bit early, but he found his range, and he took care of business. The fight that surprised me, Dominic Cruz getting dominated the way he did. Cody just, handled him, and I actually picked Dominic Cruz to win the fight. But, nevertheless, it was still a great card. That was definitely fight of the night. But Nunes, wow.
Oh my God.
God, man, look. I've been telling a lot of people, I was talking to a lot of people saying, oh, well, Ronda's going to beat Nunes. No, let me tell you something. This is what I said. Ronda did not have the stand-up skills to compete with Nunes. Because you're dealing with Nunes, who is a former Brazilian karate champ. Been doing karate since the age of 7. And she's also has amateur boxing experience in Brazil. Take that, she's athletic as hell, she's quick, and she hits like a fucking truck.
She hits like a back truck.
We saw what happened first punch with, in her last fight, Sarah McMahon. Pop, done. Misha, pop, done. Her opponents, she hits them hard and they don't want to fight anymore. That same thing happened to Ronda. A lot of people were saying, oh, well, you don't know what Ronda's been doing. Look, I said that fake-ass coach, Adamant Tarverdian, she should have dropped him after that Holly loss. Holly's an 18-time world boxing champ. You don't go in there and try to strike with an 18-time world boxing champ, and you don't go in there and try to strike with a former Brazilian boxer and a karate champ and Amanda Nunes. That's Edmund's fault for not preparing her correctly for the fight. Now, granted, Ronda, she has great judo, but that's all she brought to the table. She refused to evolve her striking. She didn't do any of that. So the thing is, Ronda got to where Ronda's the Hoist Gracie of the women's division, and I always believe that. I've always believed that, and I mean that this is true. We saw it with Holly, and we saw it with Amanda. Amanda dispatched her in 48 seconds. That fight was done after the first punch. I could see it. That it knocked the life out of Ronda. She probably did it as a favor or something, but still, had Ronda been with a real camp like AKA or Alliance or, the Pit Elevated, something like that, she could have been a lot better than she was. But really, at the end of the day, Edmund ruined her. Edmund's not worth the damn. Travis Brown should be 1-4 in the UFC. Only reason why he's 2-3 is because he gave Matt Mitrione a poke in the eye. He was losing that fight. He was losing all 3 rounds, in my opinion. Jake Ellenberger, 1-5 under him. He beat Josh Koscheck, but other than that, he was losing fights he probably should have won. He went to King's MMA and he got better. Shayna Baszler got destroyed. Jessamine Duke is a perfect example. She was great. She was great when she was in Kentucky, before she went on the Tough House. So she went to Edmond, Glendale. She moved to California with Ronda. Her career has never been the same. She's taken 6 L's in a row. I think she's been stopped by all of them. Maybe one decision, but she's been finishing every last single one of them. Marina Shafir, she's been stopped. Edmond's just a terrible coach. I wouldn't trust him. I think he's a scam. He's a con artist. And I have my dislike for Ronda Rousey, but at the end of the day, you know, she didn't. I think that she could have had a better career if Edmund wasn't her coach. You know, talk to me about the fight. What did you think of some of the fights, man?
I thought they were all good. I mean, I think Ronda could have did a little bit better, but
I mean,
it shows like you can take a whole bunch of time off, but you have to think about it. You can't just sit there and just have a day, like have a vacation off. You gotta sit there and train and do all this. She came in to fight and just got straight murdered. I mean,
yeah, I mean that year off. I mean, if she was gonna take that year off, then I think she should have come and did a warm-up fight. People saying she deserved a title shot. Well, it's clearly evident she didn't deserve a title shot. She didn't deserve it.
She wasn't even ready.
She should have taken She should have taken a warm-up fight to see, you know, where her head was mentally to get her confidence back. You don't put her back in someone that's dangerous like Amanda Nunes. That was a bad matchup for Ronda Rousey. That was a terrible matchup.
I think she should have came in, had a warm-up match, and then fought for the belt.
That's what you do. You like Jose Aldo did. Jose Aldo fought Frankie, get his confidence back, you know, so he could try to fight Conor again. Obviously, Conor didn't defend his belts. He refused to. So, you know, he got stripped of the belt. But, like I said, I really dislike Rousey as a person. I mean, as a fighter, she's good. Don't get me wrong. She helped bring the women's MMA to the next level, but, you know, we have a new breed of women's MMA fighters coming out. And Amanda Nunes, it's her time to shine. We now see, you know, she got paid $100 grand to show up. Yeah, $100 grand to show up, and another $100 grand. So you mean to tell me she probably made $200 grand, maybe $250 grand if she gets performance of the night, and Ronda Rousey walks away with $3 million. That's Ronda puts asses in the seats, but treat your champions better. So I mean, that's just my post-fight analysis. I thought that, you know, Nunes, I knew Nunes was going to, you know, get a first round stoppage. I thought she was going to probably finish her within like 3 minutes. I didn't think it would be that fast. I didn't think Cruz would lose at all. I mean, that took me by surprise. Dillashaw was good. Dong Young Kim, I mean, I think he did enough to win the fight. Tarek Safdien didn't want to really fight back. I mean, he did his thing maybe in the first round, but I thought Kim won the second and third round. I mean, Kim put it on. Ray Borg, like I said, Ray Borg, he's good after coming off of a terrible loss from Justin Scoggins. And, you know, he did his thing against Louis Smolka, which those Hawaiians are scrappy as hell. Carlos Jr. and whoever his opponent was, that was a terrible fight. Fucking terrible fight. Didn't like it. I actually liked the Mike Pyle. You know, I feel bad for Mike Pyle because I think he needs to retire. He's one of those old guys, old school from the original UFC. I mean, you know, he needs to retire, man. I don't want to see him get knocked out like that. I think he should just, you know, leave. He needs to retire. He can't. These young guys are a new breed, man. You know, Alex Garcia. You know, he reminds me of Hector Lombard, physical specimen, not as big. You know, you got the Dominican and Garcia and the Cuban and Lombard, but you know they kind of remind me of each other. How they have that, you know, powerful hand. They're really, really good. They're both left-handed too. They're both left-handed, so you know they're very, very strong. Alex Oliveira, man, I don't know. I mean, I think they're gonna have to do a rematch with the Dirty Bird Tim Mean. But, I mean, I had him winning the fight anyway. I didn't think Tim Mean was going to beat him. But, yeah, that illegal knee, man, that changed the whole complexion of the fight. So, you know. But, you know, until next time, you guys take care. You know, have a safe night. Don't drink and drive. Hope you enjoyed the video.